So when I realized I wanted to change a few things about myself for myself, I asked my first big question: why? But I knew the answer. Because I was not taking good care of myself, I was awfully unhealthy, I was not taking good care of my skin, my hair, and most importantly, I wore the same clothes all the time. And my excuse was, I barely have anywhere to go. But as it should be, I made a decision. I wanted to do this for myself. I wanted to glow up. But most importantly, on a budget, because glow ups can be very expensive. At a time where you see videos like this, and this, spending $1,000 on glow up, well, we cannot afford that. And in order not to be pressured by that force, that is why I put together all the things I started doing in order to glow up for me. So I put together all my favorite things and all the things that I did. If this is still not in your budget, that is absolutely okay. We can find a way around it. How I actually glowed up on a budget, I looked at a few categories: my style, my nails, my hair, makeup, skincare, jewelries. Basically, that was it. In finding my style, Pinterest is still my friend. I go through a lot of Pinterest boards. I look or I search for things like casual style, corporate style, bohemian style. There's so many styles online. So in order to kickstart, if you don't know where to start from, you can ask AI or ChatGPT, what are the personal styles that exist? Is that flimsy? Maybe. But if you do search something like this, ChatGPT may give you better options at a few things that you can look at or you can search. Now, when you're able to search these things, you can have a look at them, and just by looking at them, you can tell the things that you like or you'd love to wear. And that is the first step to finding your style. And saving those pins are also quite helpful. It doesn't mean that you're going to get the same outfits, and if you don't get it, it's a problem. You're not staying true to your style. No. It means that we're going to find our way to find things that are similar to that. And also, we are not just going to dress because it is our style. We're going to dress because it is available in the same style and also suits the weather that we live in. Because trust me, I live in a hot weather. I love blazers, but I can't be walking around with them. Now that you have found a few things online and you've searched a few things that may help you to find the styles that are available, you can now start trying to find them. I currently thrift everything that I own. I love thrifting because I find beautiful pieces that are interesting to me. For example, this thrifted vest that I altered, and do you see that it was made from the brand Moon Merino Lamb's Wool, woven in England since 1837. The only thought of the fact that this is from an OG brand makes it interesting to me. And look at these details of the patterns, and it comes with wooden buttons. Like, all these things are super interesting to me, and that is why I thrift. But my main reason is because it is budget friendly. So wherever you live, there's always going to be thrift stores, there's going to be a local market. You need to ask around a little bit. The main thing is that when you're thrifting now, we are going to look at the inspo that we have saved from Pinterest, and we are going to find similar things to that. So if you saw a certain long skirt that you like and it's black, and when you go to the thrift store, you find a similar skirt, but it's not black and it's brown and it's your color, you can go with it. Another thing is outfit colors, the colors that you really like. Some people really like bright colors, but I'm more of a neutral color person: beige, brown, black, white. And that is something that you also have to take into consideration. How do you want to look when you wear those clothes? If you like bright colors, then you need to shop more in line with those things. Again, it doesn't have to be the same color as what you have pinned or saved from Pinterest. It just has to be for you. And talking about your style, I'm only talking about clothes, but also there are shoes. There are people who love flats like me. I love flats. I love my short block heels, I love my long block heels. But if you're a pencil heel person, you're a stiletto person, you're a sneaker person, I am not a sneaker person, you like more of flip-flops or just sandals, then you need to know all these things as well. Again, you can search sandals, flip-flop types, or shoe collection on Pinterest, and you get a variety of things that you may see and you may like. These days, even ladies like to wear this loafers with a sock with a certain style of outfit. I love that as well. When you search these things, again, you need to save those pins or save those styles, and then when you go thrifting, you look for something similar to those things. Again, doesn't have to be the same style of sandal, of heels that you saw, just something similar. It can be, you can stick to the pattern of sneakers, stilettos, block heels, flats, short heels. That's it. Next part is your nails. So I do my own nails. This is what I did for myself. I started practicing doing my own nails about a few months ago, 4 or 3 months ago, and it has been such a journey, but I am loving it. And I love to do my nails because I get to escape all the bleedings from my nail tech, and also get to do what I want on my own nails and practice and save money as well. If I tell you the amount of money that when I've been saved when I started doing my nails, it is insane. So I have this box of nail kits or nail things that I bought over time. It's an old skincare box, and I'm able to keep all these things in there. I have my file, I have my nails, I have their polish, I have everything in there that I use to make my own nails. From the beginning, it's going to be so hard. At first, I never thought I could do this, and then when I decided to do it, anytime I went to my nail tech, I didn't just decide at one time, and I didn't really do TikTok videos and just all of a sudden start wanting to do my nails. But what I did was, anytime I go to my nail tech, I would look at the processes. So I gave myself some time, about a few times, to do my nails, and made up my mind to look at the process properly so that I can learn those things for myself. Anytime I go from the nail tech and I learn something new, I write it down, and I am able to practice them now. And this is not perfect, but it is perfect to me, and that is all that matters. I also do my own toe nails, and I'm exploring a lot of things. I've been exploring with shapes and how I can do them by myself, and all these kits I have got over time has really helped me. I didn't really buy them at a go. When I decided, and I was learning from my nail tech, I was getting these things in bits. I'll ask her questions, and then I'll ask her to get a few things for me as well. Another way is to also learn from videos or TikTok or YouTube, however you want to do that. Those things also really help. When I started exploring and learning for myself, I also made use of those platforms. Next thing is to learn to style your hair. So I have 4C hair. That means that sometimes it can be a pain in the head, but I have been able to learn how to style them. First thing I did was to learn the type of hair that I have, and I realized that I have high porosity hair. That also means that the faster the products or hair products I use get into my hair, onto my scalp, the faster they also come out, depending on how I treat it. So I learned a few things. I saw a few more remedies that have helped me up until now. Now, this is we growing up on a budget, hence I learned how to take care of my hair all from scratch, or DIY. So I make my own hair growth oils, I make my own hair mask, I make my own hair deep conditioner, I make my own shampoo. I only buy a leave-in conditioner for myself. So for my hair growth oil, I have ingredients in that hair growth oil that I have tried and tested. These ingredients are all over social media. Like, people testify about them all the time. But what I did was I practiced and tried them for myself. I experimented with my hair with these products myself. Yes, it's going to take time, but do we want to glow up on the budget or not? Yeah, so When I started going to the salon, each and every time I'll look at a few products, but that didn't even do me much good. What did me good was research. And when I find one item or ingredient that is set to help your hair, I try and start with that at first. And then as time went on, I added all these ingredients together, and I realized that all put together, these ingredients really work for hair growth. So I'll be putting all the recipes that I have in my description box. There's a link to an ebook in my description box, and everything will be linked on there, and I hope that it works for you as well. I'll also put a recipe for my hair mask, the deep conditions that I use. All of them are from natural items or ingredients that we use most of the time. Like I said, find something that works with your hair type by first knowing your hair type. 4C hair can be so hard to deal with sometimes that you can always keep them in protective, in braids or in styles that go with your outfits in case you have to go somewhere and all that. So what I do is I have a few wigs like this one, and I also learned how to style them. I know it's gonna be so hard to style your hair, but also over time I got a few tools that I use to do my hair. I have a straightener that is also doubled as a crimper, and I have a hair dryer. I also have a hot comb for my wigs. I learned how to curl them, how to straighten them, so that I don't have to pay amount of money for that. And how, I know somebody may be asking, how is this on a budget if you have all these tools? Girl, I bought these things from very cheap sources. So I also shop from AliExpress, right? And I usually target the sale times, and during sales some of these things are very cheap. You need to monitor all your shopping sites at this point, or research a few shopping sites that sell affordable products that is sourced from affordable manufacturers as well. Do your research, and there's ChatGPT as well. The first thing to do is to ask ChatGPT around you affordable shopping sites that you can find, and you can start from there. Search. If they are expensive, you can target the sale times. There's 7-Eleven shopping sales, there's Black Friday, and all of those things. That is how I got those things for myself. And again, I didn't get them at once. It took time. I saved for some of them as well. So getting them once and for all, or for a long span of time, will save you all the money you're using to style your hair. And I also lay my own wigs. So if you wear wigs, you know that you have to lay your laces down so it looks a little bit more natural. And I also do that. I have my own glue. I bought this ebony spray that is actually finished and old as well, and I use it to lay my own wigs. How did I learn it? Practice, fail, YouTube, TikTok. That's it. And also my stylist as well. Some of the other practices I do are protective styles, and also always having a heat protectant. In addition to buying a conditioner, I also always buy a heat protectant. The next thing is to learn how to do your makeup. So there's TikTok and there's YouTube. Trust me, learning and practicing your makeup will save you tons and tons of time, and it's going to also save you money. So make use of all the things that you see online. You can start with learning the basics of makeup. As you go on, you learn how to do different eye makeup styles. You learn to see these products, buy these products, and start with the basic makeup products like a beauty blender, an eyeliner, a brush, a mascara, eyeshadow palette, foundation, concealer, and powder. So you start with a very basic makeup kit. Again, it's very important for you to plan ahead. Purchase these things in bits if you don't have the luxury to buy them at once. So you can start with how to find your foundation shade, and then you research, and then research a few more things and look at a few more products, and then get them. Then you learn how to draw your brow, get a pencil and a concealer. You go ahead with that. You learn how to do your eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, conceal your face, hide your dark spots, and how to do your lips, lip combos, and all those things. It's just step by step. The next thing is to jewelry stack. I personally do not like wearing necklaces. If you have watched most of my videos, you can see that I barely wear necklaces. It's not because I think it doesn't go with the style I'm wearing. It's because I'm just not a fan, and I eventually get some allergy reactions to certain kinds of jewelry, so I stick with bracelets. And yeah, basically for now that is just it. Sometimes I do wear rings, but I am a lover of bracelets and pearl necklaces. Those things don't react with my skin. Know the jewelries that you like, how you want to stack them, how to stack them. Just search jewelry stacking on Pinterest as well, and there are so many inspos that you find something that you would like to work with and you would like to find. Now go to your local market, and once a month you can try to get a jewelry that you like or you're interested in. Again, for me, shopping from AliExpress can be very cheap. Like I said, I target the free shipping and the sales sometimes, and so you can also check that out if that works for you. The next thing is body goals. I don't go to the gym. I do home workouts. Now, some home workouts are very tedious for me, so what I truly stick to are dance workouts. I get to move my body and get to be fit in my own way, and I also try to eat the best that I can. So for a very long time I suffered with acid reflux, and that is something that is very personal to me. And knowing that, I learned a few things that can help with my gut health. So the only advice I can give you is to try to do more research about gut health. And trust me, there are so many simple meals or simple foods that you eat in your everyday life that can help your gut health and eventually help with digestion and staying healthy generally. Now, on to the next thing, it's skincare. One of the most expensive things about women is skincare. And how am I navigating that on a budget? Yeah. So there are a few natural things that you can do for your skin that is actually healthy. So one thing is how I clear my dark spots on my face is using turmeric, honey, and a dash of cinnamon, which you can get and then it will stay for you for a pretty long time. And also I treat my dark circles with instant ground coffee and some honey as well. Another thing is mainly my acne. For some reason, the turmeric mask has helped with my acne, so I don't generally really do any natural skincare for my acne right now, but I use something from the pharmacy that works for my acne. This is one of the very important tips. If you want to start with anything skincare, start with the pharmacy. It is mostly affordable and you can ask questions about them. The only few things I really buy for my skin from the pharmacy are sunscreen, vitamin C serum, and moisturizer for now. And those things work perfectly for my skin. If another combo like moisturizer, sunscreen, and maybe acne treatment works for you, that is absolutely okay. I don't always get acne treatment because like I said, sometimes the turmeric mask also helps with my acne. So you need to experiment a lot in order to find the things that work for you. Now, the biggest tip to getting skincare on a budget right now, like I said, stick or try and experiment some natural remedies like the ones I have shared. There's going to be a few also in the ebook in the description, but also stick to products that can be found in the pharmacy. There are other natural things I do for my skin, such as cucumber gua sha. I love using the gua sha on my face. Before I got my actual gua sha, I used to do the cucumber gua sha. I will slice a cucumber in half and then ice it, and every morning I use that to depuff my face. I use apple cider vinegar and dilute it, and I use it as a toner. I use natural boiled cotton as my toner pad instead of buying the round circled ones that are sometimes pretty expensive. And lastly, I use the hair growth oil that I made for my hair for my lashes as well. I try to make this video as simple as possible. As time goes on, I'd love to make more videos about self-care, and maybe we'll get a few more upgrades, more links, more specific places to get some of these things. But now listen to this. let us fix our mindset about glow ups. Glow ups are not meant to be how intense that people are seeming it to be. Glowing up is about you trying to look good for yourself. When you wear a certain dress, when you dress in a certain way, you should look in the mirror and be satisfied with yourself. That is what we are aiming at. And people who have the luxury of having all these expensive things does not mean that you cannot glow up as well. And I hope this glow up on a budget video really helps you to try and find your own balance. If you have any other questions specifically about this, I'll put my socials in the description, and when you send a DM, please write glow up in capitals so I know that this is about the glow up video specifically. And I'll share more tips and links and whatever I can, depending on where you live. I'll try my best to do all the research for you. So please don't be shy and send me a DM, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.